vocab that is written in your notebooks. Does someone want to tell me what a narrative is? What's a narrative? Should I get my tickets off?
A narrative is a story that includes character settings and a sequence of events.
Good job. And what's an exposition? Wants to tell me what the exposition is. You have to look in your notebook, my friend. Exposition. Exposition. Where's your notebook? Exposition. Well, you have it right here. You can read off of this. The
At the beginning
exposition.
of the story where character settings and conflicts are introduced.
Good job. And where on the story map is that? You guys have your story map? Where's your story map?
The original life.
Oh, you want to go grab it? Oh. Where's your story map? You gonna bring it over here? This guy is the story map. So this is the exposition, right? You're building up the story. Alright, so what's the rising action? What's the rising action in the story? In a story.
I know.
What is it?
The rising action is it's a conflict unfolds and becomes more complex. Yeah.
Complicated?
Complicated. It builds suspense.
Yeah, so the beginning of the story, you introduce the characters, the setting, you maybe hint to what the problem's gonna be. The rising action is when the problem gets to be more detailed, right? So what about the climax? What's the climax?
The turning point of the story in the most interesting or important moment.
Yeah, so that's like the most important, the most exciting, right? So whatever the conflict is finally comes to a head, right? There's lots of action usually. So, and then what's the falling action? Christian, you want to tell us what the falling action is?
Can I say?
What's the falling action?
The falling action is characters are working to solve the problem and
Yeah, so it's what happens right after the climax, right? So the climax is big and huge and exciting, and then this is kind of falling action is right after the big exciting things. It starts to kind of calm down a little bit, things start to get figured out, and then what's the resolution?
how the story